Hi, I'm Shannon, owner of Pahrump Early Learning Academy, where we are more than just childcare.
Hi, I'm Monique Mitchell with KPVM Television. My children attend Pella and they love it. The curriculum they have is pretty amazing, and my children learn what they need at their level.
Not only are the children learning, they're having fun, and that's what matters.
I like Pella. They help you with your homework, and it's fun.
Give us a call today to tour our facility at 751-5335.
News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 751-0349.
Tonight on News 46, J.G. Johnson is on lockdown for a shots fired call. The BLM says no public meeting will be held. And the Holiday Task Force pulls off another community Thanksgiving dinner. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Monday, December 1st, 2014. We hope you had a good holiday weekend. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. The Bureau of Land Management has decided that there will not be a public meeting regarding the public land scoping and planning process. In part, they blame what they call agitators talking to the newspaper and television, stating that they were denied the right to comment. They say in their letter that the meetings were not to be an open forum, what they call gripe sessions for people to discuss all of their issues with the BLM. The BLM representative, Mark Tanaka Sanders, comments about the media several times in his letter, seemingly unhappy about the publicity over the proposed public meeting and saying that the newspaper and television gave misinformation about them. He seems upset that the media covered the protest and allowed the public to speak out during them. Mr. Sanders has been contacted for an interview to correct what he views as misinformation. We are awaiting a reply. Sanders did write in his letter information on how to provide input and comment on the draft RMP alternatives. He says they are on the BLM website along with a tutorial on how to make effective comments and how the electronic planning system works. All BLM planning in the future is expected to go through this online format. He says it's very easy to copy and paste, type in suggestions, save and print, and make sure your comments get recorded. Well, J.G. Johnson Elementary School was on lockdown this morning for a shots fired call. A party reported that they heard gunshots fired to the south of the school located on Jackrabbit. One person reportedly said that they thought it sounded like fireworks. No one was located in the vicinity, and the call was considered unfounded. A classic vehicle was involved in an accident over the weekend.
This accident report is brought to you by Half Price Lawyers, located on the corner of Basin and 160. Call 775-400-0000.
A two-vehicle accident occurred on Mesquite and Highway 160 on Friday morning. Nye County Sheriff's deputies, Nevada Highway Patrol, and Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue arrived on scene. However, all declined to be transported from the scene to local medical facilities. The classic car received moderate damage to its fender and light. The other vehicle sustained damage to its left-hand side. Nye County Sheriff's deputies blocked traffic while Nevada Highway Patrol conducted the accident investigation. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. And two vehicles collided in the intersection of Blagg and Blosser Ranch Road. A two-vehicle accident occurred on Saturday at Blosser Ranch Road and Blagg Roads. Both vehicles had major damage. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue arrived on scene and did check out all that were involved in this accident. Nye County Sheriff's deputies blocked traffic while the investigation was being conducted. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. And one elderly female was transported after crashing her vehicle next to her home on the south end of town. A single-vehicle accident occurred on Travoy and Conestoga. Apparently, the older female driving this SUV traveled off the roadway and ended up into a ditch and crashing into a tree. She was transported to Desert View Hospital with injuries sustained as a result of this accident. Nye County Sheriff deputies are investigating. More news after the break.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
Welcome back to News 46. Here's today's Desert View Hospital Health Tip.
This health tip is brought to you by
Desert View Hospital and Mountain Valley Physicians Group. Don't put your health on hold. We have time for you. Call us to schedule your appointment. 775-751-7100.
The common cold. There is no known cure, and the symptoms can be debilitating, including sore throat, a runny nose, and nasal congestion, not to mention all the aches and pains.
Runny nose, my head stuffed up.
We thought for many years that if we could push up that level of vitamin D in the body, that it would help prevent upper respiratory infections or maybe make them less severe.
Dr. Carlos Camargo from Massachusetts General Hospital and co-authors conducted a double-blind randomized controlled trial involving 322 adults. Participants were healthy hospital workers and students living in Christchurch, New Zealand. Half the adults received a placebo. The other half received an increased monthly dose of vitamin D.
The vitamin D group started off with 2 large boluses of vitamin D, 200,000 international units, and then got 100,000 international units every month.
This was over an 18-month period and more than 5 times the adult recommended daily allowance of 600 international units of vitamin D.
If you take a group of people, healthy adults with normal levels of vitamin D in their blood, and you boost them up significantly with a supplement given every month, that it has no apparent effect on the frequency or severity of their upper respiratory infections. They had roughly the same number of days of missed work because of a cold, the same duration of symptoms, and the same severity.
However, past studies involving daily dosing of vitamin D did help reduce acute respiratory infections in children.
It's very important, however, to keep in mind that this group had relatively normal levels to start with. And so this might not apply to people with lower levels, with actual vitamin D deficiency.
Further studies are needed to clarify if there is a benefit from vitamin D supplementation in other populations and with different dosing regimens. Catherine Dolph, The JAMA Report.
Residents throughout the town came together again to celebrate Thanksgiving Day at Nye Communities Coalition.
We've got a fabulous crew here, and they've been putting out meals just as fast as we can put them together in the kitchen.
A lot of deliveries this time?
So far, about 270. It's a lot. So.
You've just begun.
Yeah.
So the crowd's kind of coming in and out. You got Dave Yoder up there on the stage?
Yeah. Dave always puts on a good show, and we're just pleased to have him. And people are enjoying it. You can hear them clapping out there. So.
He puts on a good show, and of course volunteers for this, as do so many individuals. Tell me how much of the crew that you have in numbers.
Well, we have about 16 to 20 in the kitchen all the time. And out here, I don't know, Linda would have to know that, but she's got plenty of volunteers.
Linda DeMayo's coordinating the home deliveries with the help of the Nye County Sheriff's Office?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's going well.
And also the taxi cab company, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that's Integrity Taxi that helped out with some of the deliveries too.
Absolutely, yeah. And actually they even donated some money, you know. It's and we need it.
Putting this together, I know, was with the help of a lot of people donating.
Yeah, well, and as you know, things are going up every day, you know, and it's just really got to a big expense, you know. Like I was telling you earlier, we spent about $1,800 just on turkeys. And if we didn't have those contributions coming in, we would be, you know, we couldn't put it on.
Correction Corporation of America was a big sponsor of this, weren't they?
They always are. Yeah, they do a lot. Well, Paul Miller, he got together and got all of the, you know, everybody to donate, and he brought all the turkeys in for us. So
wonderful. You're going to be doing this again on Christmas?
Yes, we are. We do it on the day of Christmas. And
so how can people get involved?
They can get a hold of Linda Wright. I don't have her number right now. And also, if you want home deliveries, you get a hold of Linda DeMayo.
And Linda Wright from the VFW.
Yes, she is.
Thanks to Billy and the Holiday Task Force. That was a great event there. So many events happened over the weekend. The Prump Nugget held a tree lighting ceremony inside their lobby Friday night. The Prump Nugget had their annual tree lighting ceremony on Friday night inside their lobby. We spoke to two regulars who attend the event every year.
We're here at the Christmas tree lighting.
So you got to see the tree inside the lobby be lit?
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Do you guys come every year?
Yes.
So you guys getting ready for the holidays?
We already have our Christmas tree up and it's decorated.
Yeah. Is that fun?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I don't have my Christmas tree up yet.
How old are you?
9. 12.
12? Yeah. You guys gonna have a Merry Christmas? You gonna say something to people out there?
Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope you have a good one.
The Prump Nugget also provided cookies and hot cocoa for the group. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. Well, I know who those kids were at the end, but those other little girls, Elizabeth and Amber, you guys may recognize them. We always interview them because it's the Shockley family and Healy is a deputy with Nye County Sheriff's Office, and Ken Shockley, of course, was with the VA, and his wife works for the school. Those little kids, I've seen them grow up for years, and they have 2 little twin boys, the Healys do, and we're always talking to them and having them say Merry Christmas and stuff because they just love being on camera and they're so cute. So we'll have more local news after this break.
Today's news is brought to you in part by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrumps optometrist since 1990, offering full-spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300.
On the southwest corner of the Prump Nugget parking lot on Saturday morning, the community Christmas tree was decorated.
Oh my goodness, we're decorating the tree.
No, they're done decorating the tree.
So let's talk about this tree. We're in the Prump Nugget parking lot this year instead of the Saddle West. What's going on?
Well, the tree at Saddle West had to be watered, so it had to go in the hole to be watered. This one's artificial, so we can put it anywhere we want, and this is a much more visible spot.
And so this tree was a collaboration of a lot of donators, including the community.
Right, and we've got a sign right over there that lists everybody that donated to the purchase of the tree.
And it's a beautiful tree. How tall is it?
30 feet.
And there's an option if you wanted to go
we could
taller?
go 50 feet. We just need to buy another ring.
Or 2.
Or 3.
So, Lorraine, you were handing out the ornaments here. I know that you've bought the ornaments along with Karen and a lot of other people donating.
So many people donated ornaments. They've been dropping them off for about a month at Best Western. So thank you, everybody that contributed. But I feel guilty because I think I had a lot more fun than the kids.
She did. She did. She did.
So this is packed with ornaments here.
Oh, they did a fabulous job. They did a great, and it was so much fun watching them.
So tonight is the tree lighting?
Yes, and we have Mr. and Mrs. Claus. We've got cocoa and cookies and coffee. We're going to have a choir and a surprise.
So much fun. And this was the Nuggets crew that put this up over the past week.
Their engineers have worked on this tree for a solid week. I mean, every day they were out here.
It's a massive undertaking.
Yeah, it was. This was.
So everybody can come out and take Christmas pictures here and just visit. And if they want to bring some ornaments, put them on there?
Absolutely. This is our community tree. So
it's their tree. It's all of our tree.
I just love that shot with the light shining through the star there. Well, Saturday night, Santa, Mrs. Claus, the Pahrump Valley High School Select Choir, and residents came out to celebrate the lighting of the community Christmas tree.
It's awesome. Look at the tree. Finally.
Isn't it fantastic?
It is. And the Nugget added all these lights behind it. It's just awesome.
Just made a whole scene. We have the Select Choir from Pahrump Valley High School.
Yes, they wanted to come and sing, and what a nice addition.
Santa and Mrs. Claus?
They are here meandering with all the children, and of course Search and Rescue brought them in, lights and sirens, and it's just awesome.
It's a wonderful event, a wonderful feeling here, isn't it?
It is, yes. The energy.
Yeah, isn't it great?
It really is.
So this is going to be another beginning of another tradition. Of course, the original Christmas tree over there in Saddle West, but it's going to be here at the Nugget from now on.
Right, because this is artificial. I don't have to water it. Before, we had to put it in the hole to be watered. So we're not killing a tree, and this is where it's going to be, which is pretty central.
This was packed here.
Yeah, it was very full.
I think it's because of the location now being so central, or what?
I'm not sure. But I think people saw it being erected, and it sparked curiosity.
They found out all about it and came on down and wanted to be part of this.
I mean, the kids, when Santa pulls up, it's chaos. It's absolute chaos.
So people can come out here anytime now. This is going to be here till New Year's?
Yes, it'll be lit from now until the Saturday after New Year's. Then we have an undecorating party. Come out and help us take it down.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to all in Nye County. And drive safe.
Merry Christmas to all. And thank you for a wonderful evening tonight with all the young people. And Santa and I wish you a very healthy
Christmas.
And prosperous New Year.
And of course, Santa and Mrs. Claus are urging the kids out there to mail in their letters to Santa at our local post office. One of the issues that Karen had for the community Christmas tree is that some of the branches weren't pulled out. So I spoke to her about two ideas I had concerning the community Christmas tree. And it turns out that next year we will be having a community Christmas tree fluffing party to make sure all the branches are pulled out on the 30-foot tall tree. And families are encouraged even now to take photos of themselves and place them on ornaments on the tree. Here's Courtney Solomon with Weekend Sports.
Weekend Sports is brought to you by Wolfenstein Construction. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving holiday. I know mine was great. It was full of turkey, family, and football. The University of Nevada, Las Vegas football team had a disappointing end to their Thanksgiving holiday. The Fremont Cannon game marks the long rivalry between UNLV and UNR. The winner of the game gets to take the Fremont Cannon, a literal cannon, back to their school and painted their school colors. UNLV possessed the cannon for 399 days after finally getting a victory after 8 years of losses to UNR. Unfortunately, the cannon traveled back up north as UNR defeated UNLV on Saturday, 49-27. UNLV's head coach Bobby Hawk announced his resignation, completing the season with a record of 2-11. UNLV ex-coach Jerry Tarkanian, or better known as Tark the Shark, was released from the hospital after being treated for pneumonia and enough time to spend the Thanksgiving holiday with his family. Tarkanian was the coach of the national champion Running Rebels basketball team in 1990. The UNLV Running Rebels this year are off to a great start. They're currently 4-1 and ranked first in the Mountain West Conference. Their next opponent will be Wednesday against the #1 ranked team in the Pac-12, Arizona State. Locally, the Pahrump Valley basketball schedule begins this week. For the girls, the Lake Mead Holiday Classic begins this Thursday, and their first opponent will be West Wendover at Lake Mead Christian Academy at 12:30. The boys start tomorrow as they travel to Sunrise Mountain in Las Vegas. Tip-off is at 6:30 p.m. This has been Weekend Sports. I'm Courtney Solomon with News 46.
Thanks so much, Courtney. When we come back, we'll have your weather with Noah Beacon.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body.
Hello and welcome back to News 46. Today is Monday, December 1st. Happy December, everyone. Today we had partly cloudy skies with a high of 63 degrees. Your average temperature around this time of year is 59 degrees. Winds were coming from the southeast today at 4 miles per hour with gusts up to 6 miles per hour. So we had some low winds outside today. The UV index today was 1, which is low. Humidity was at 40% today. Sunrise was at 6:38 this morning, and the record high in 1940 was 74 degrees. Well, tonight we'll have more partly cloudy skies with a high of 42 degrees. Your average temperature around this time of year is a whole 1 degree below that at 41 degrees. Winds will be coming from the northeast this evening at 1 mile per hour with gusts up to 2 miles per hour. So we'll have Low winds this evening as well. Humidity will be at 67%. Sunset will be at 4:30 this evening, and the record low in 1957 was 26 degrees. Tomorrow we should be having cloudy skies and some possible rains in the afternoon and late evening. We'll have a high of 59 degrees and a low of 45 degrees. Winds will be coming from the southeast at 5 miles per hour with gusts up to 8 miles per hour tomorrow. Humidity will be at 53%. Sunrise will be at 6:39 tomorrow morning, and the UV index will be 1, which is low. For our 7-day forecast, we have a 60% chance of rain tomorrow and then a 40% chance of rain on Wednesday. But then after that, the rain should be clearing up. We should have partly cloudy skies through the rest of this week. Your high temperatures will be starting off in the high 50s. They'll be going up into the mid 60s around Wednesday and dropping back down into the low 60s later this week. Your low temperatures will be starting off in the mid 40s, and they'll be having a steady drop into the high 30s around this Saturday.
Thanks so much, Noah. We'll be looking out for that rain. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of News 46 from everyone up here at KPVM-TV and, of course, on KACE Radio 95.9 on your FM dial. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Have a great night.